Smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or
Still to be happy about.
you're up 2-0?
Job's not finished. Job finished.
There's always something to prove. We always play to win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yo, what's going on, guys? Back again with another video here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Oh my gosh, what a game. We are back. Okay, I have to get everything off my chest. I just got done watching the Saints game versus the Bears. Oh my god, dude. Could have been Drew Brees' last game. I can't believe it. Absolutely cannot believe what just transpired. 9-21. New Orleans gets the W. And we have a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. So strap in, buckle in, get ready for this absolute massacre. Now, remember, make sure you leave a like on this video. Everything I say comes straight from my head. Okay, so first thoughts on the game. Very disappointed in the first half. I was very disappointed going in the first half. Want to know why? Run game wasn't established. It wasn't even close. Wasn't even a thought by the Saints. Like, the Saints were like, what's a run game? Didn't exist. And for a good reason. It really wasn't getting going. There was no intention of getting that run game even close to anything happening. Not even close. Like, Alvin Kamara had 1 day of practice. He just got back from COVID. He wasn't that big of a factor. What was the biggest factor of this game, who's going to get my best player of the week, goes to Deontay Harris without a doubt. He stepped up big, made huge plays, and out of the three that came back, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, Deontay Harris, and C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he was by far the best. Number 2 goes to Michael Thomas. He did his thing, didn't get targeted a lot, but when the plays were there, they made them. We went into halftime 7-3. By the way, I had no issues on defense the entire first half. Actually, I had no complaints on defense. The entire game, played it just like we needed to play it. I was a little upset because I knew in the back of my head the game should have been 10-7 at halftime. That's another thing. The game should have been 10-7. The drop by Wems, any day of the week, any wide receiver, that's a catch. It's a catch in your head, but it's not a catch on the board. It is literally a touchdown. Just, it's not called, and in my head, we're going to halftime 10-7. That is the mentality I was going into, but it wasn't. It was 7-3. It didn't feel like it at all. It was a very good play drawn up by Matt Nagy. It worked out exactly as intended. But those are the scripted plays that you don't think about going into the game. Other than that, defense played immaculate. Perfect. Couldn't have played it any better than they did. And I was super proud of the defense, even though the pressure could have been better, but that's going to be solved when Trey Hendrickson gets back. Oh my God, we got a lot to talk to you about the Bucs game, which I am confident in, but nervous. And I'm like, you know what, Drew Brees, soak this in, because it could be his last win. It could be his last playoff win. Drew Brees, of course, just, he played, let's talk about Drew Brees for a minute. He played okay. He played good. Really pocket aware. Really, he barely got sacked. And the O-line played poor. The O-line did not play as well. They played good pocket presence. There was sometimes they played really well. There was sometimes where there was a lot of collapsing. There was a lot of that shifty. Second half, we went in full force. But here's what I liked. And it wasn't a kind of good, like, intentional time of possession control. But it was a really, like, every time we got third down, we would convert in the second half. It was a lot of third down convert, and that, I mean, any of those third downs you don't make it, we're screwed. They had a chance to score, but we actually controlled the time of possession because we kept on picking up the third downs, and it led more likely to a Saints win. Other than that, Alvin Kamara got going. We got to see a glimpse of what he looks like at the end of the play. And overall, this was a great team win until the end. Second half really showed what we're made of, and I think the best play of the day goes to Drew Brees and that 20-something yard connection from Michael Thomas, because that was a great ball, and a lot of people said he runs slants. He doesn't. We're going to quickly go over his stats really quick. Mitchell Trubisky went 19-29, 199 yards, 6 yards per attempt, 1 touchdown. He got sacked, I think, it says 8 times. I don't know. But that was basically it for that. David Montgomery had 12 carries, only 31 yards, and averaged 2.6 averages yards per carry from David Montgomery. So nothing really at all. Cordell Patterson had a good return, nothing there. Now Drew Brees, 28 for 39, 265 yards. He went 6.8 yards per attempt and 2 touchdowns, 0 ends. Taysom Hill, obviously, in my opinion, would have had a touchdown on that deep pass. He had a wide open guy and he was loading it up. I feel like that would have been a touchdown. Wasn't batted. Alvin Kamara had 23 carries, 99 yards and 4 yards per carry. Decent for him. 1 touchdown. Tavis Murray had 4 carries, 9 yards. And on. You could talk about it. Michael Thomas had 4 receptions, 73 yards. He averaged 14 yards per carry, per attempt, 1 touchdown. Let's talk about Deontay Harris. Had 7 receptions, 83 yards, 11 yards per attempt, and a long of 24. And all of them, Michael Thomas, Jared Cook, and Deontay Harris, all had 7 targets. All of them had 7 targets. Really quick on terms of injuries before we end this video, because there's not a lot to talk about. Latavius on injury watch, I'm going to call it, is Taysom Hill. Expect him to be on the injury report. Expect Latavius Murray to be on the injury report. Definitely expect Latavius Murray to be on the injury report after him being out. And we'll take it away from there. That's really all I got to say. It was a great win. Wasn't too close. It wasn't like too worrying. The defense really had it under control. Negativity, takeaways I had on defense was Janoris Jenkins, especially in the early part of the game, had a bad game. And all my negativities and doubts I had about him were right. There was a lot of... Janoris needs to get better and strap in for this playoffs because it's not looking too good. Anyway, that's really what I thought about the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and share this video everywhere. I'll see you guys later. Peace.